these two know all about that. It was just a season ago when they squared off in the season opener. The Irish came out on top, set the tone for their entire season, and now gig 'em would like to have an end. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know so many...
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Rides to back and leaves it. Fights off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Carr. And that ball is live in the backfield. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing and cough it up, be like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw for it. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Bussey. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Paulin. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Using his legs, it's locked. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Carr. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I really love this guy running the option. I'll tell you, for years and years and years at Texas A&M, when it came to running the ball, it was mostly turning around and handing it off to a running back. But I like this new look. Getting the quarterback sprinkled into the running game as well, and doing it in the option game is something that I really think gives them a chance to have a different dimension in their offense. They're going to be so much more difficult to stop the more this guy carries the ball.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Love. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Love. And they're able to make the tackle. It's Fields. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking for a crease. It's Love. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Just feeds the running back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They go to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Number 47 on the field goal.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Makes the grab. It's locked. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finding open areas. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Fields. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. With the catch, it's Craver. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Tries to get it on the ground. stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Bringing the heat. Running into the open space. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
Finds his man. It's Moss. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Right down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught behind the line, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.